house by the ocean. Along those white houses, where every sunrise is just for you. So come along and take my hand.
but maybe living in a house isn't exciting enough for you. Why not check out this place for an alternative? Right, okay, I think we're all here. So, hello everybody, and welcome to the after show for the events of the previous stream. So what is Born Survivor? Well, we're a community that is solely based on 4 elimination games: Soul Survivor, Eviction Notice, UBB, and Outlaster. At the end of each of our games, we'll be hosting our after show. It'll be a live Q&A format, giving your personal opinions on the season and clearing up any suspicions that were previously raised during the game's run. So dust off those keyboards and charge up those devices, because we are getting started. I'm Born Survivor. Welcome to the stream. Right, well, hello and welcome to another game. Today we are doing Eviction Notice, and I'm just checking some stuff. Hang on, that should be 60. I don't know why the output's capped at 30 again. Why has it done that? That is not good. Well, I guess this is going to be another 30 FPS stream because for some reason the encoding software decided to cap it at 30 for some reason. I have no idea why. And it shouldn't, because this is more powerful hardware, so I don't know why it's capping it at 30. I've generally got no idea. That is strange. Unless you guys want me to restart the stream, and then we can have it at 60. But I don't think it's worth it, is it? I don't know. Send the link on YouTube. Right, yeah, I'll send that on YouTube. One moment.
I can't take it.
Time to find the link. That is not the link. I don't know what that is. Let me get my channel. Thank you. Go to my channel. Do it. Right. Let me put the link up. Why does it not copy the link? I clearly did copy it. Links there in the chat. For those that cannot access it in the chat, I will be putting it in the description. And there it is now. Okay, link is up. I'm just going to close this. Right. We're just going to 2 more minutes. We're going to go 2 minutes to allow other people to join. I'm losing my voice. How many people do we even have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we'll give it 2 more minutes to see if anybody else joins. Why does Born sound different? I mean, do I?
Do I sound different?
You sound better.
I sound better. You can
Yeah.
blame my crappy hardware then.
Didn't you get like a new mic? Cause I haven't been in streams in like ages.
No, the mic's the same. I just got a new PC.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you do sound different.
I don't know why. Maybe I changed the profile settings on my headset. I don't know. I was on with my friend before, and they recommended a specific profile because with Logitech you can choose specific profiles to apply to your headset, and this one was apparently the clearest one. Unless someone get in there straight with the freaking soundboard. I thought I'd turn that off.
I hate it.
Hey, listen.
Who's even doing that?
The last one was me. Cause
Are these sounds like in the actual Discord?
well, the sound I just played was in your server only, and then there's 6, like casual, like.
Right, Aiden, step on. Go, Aiden.
Oh, damn.
Wait, where's Dark?
Dark is over there.
Dark! Dark! Go, Dark!
Just click the button.
Don't know why he walks. Man needs to get his steps in. Yeah, the only thing that's changed is the PC. This PC is a lot better though. Like 100 times better than the OS one. Because I can actually play games I own now, which is crazy, right? But all these games, I can't even play them.
Right, I have this very cheap
Marlon.
one, but I'm too poor to upgrade.
Okay, Marlon, that makes 15. Yeah, I was just trying a few games before to see what...
Off.
Oh, no, never mind.
So what games weren't you able to play before?
Let's have a look. So, I mean, I could play them before, but then there was a point where I couldn't. So, the first one I couldn't play was Black Ops Cold War. I couldn't get that to run.
Oh, right, I mean, that's like...
That was a very demanding game.
Yeah.
But now I can run it, no problem. The main thing is this monitor that I have is a 240 Hz 1080p monitor, but I couldn't even get it to like 60 before, like it was chugging at 40. Now when I run Black Ops, it runs everything in high, which I like, and it runs at 144 frames per second, which is way better.
I mean, I can't even boot up Fortnite.
Fortnite works as well, ultra settings and 140 FPS.
No, when I like click play,
You can't even turn it on.
Matchmaking, I can't. No, I can't like boot the launching. But when I go into a match, it just crashes.
My friend had a similar problem, but it was his graphics card. He actually tried to get in contact with their support because apparently something was going on with the graphics card where it was locking him out. He couldn't even boot up the game because he was just getting a graphics error or something.
I can boot up the game. I just can't get into a match.
Well, we chose roulette, so good luck. Taupe mode.
I'm still banned on Total Roblox Drama.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you even do?
I spammed their server because I had my reasons, but yeah, Moji didn't like that, and now I can't request a ban appeal, which I want to because like I want to get unbanned.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I can understand. I'm sort of debating whether or not to get Modern Warfare 3. I do have Modern Warfare 2 on my Xbox.
Modern Warfare Furry?
Yeah, like
the Modern Warfare Furry.
No, 3. 3 as in the number.
Oh, 3 furries.
Yeah, I got Modern Warfare 2 remastered on my Xbox, and that was really good. I like that, so I might get the third one. Because I used to play... I still have my old Xbox somewhere and the original Modern Warfare 3. I used to play that game all the time.
I was never able to play COD. Like ever.
No. I used to play it with a controller. Now I can never go back from PC. Never.
Controller
But,
sucks, honestly.
But yeah, tomorrow is going to be a different stream. Tomorrow we'll be streaming other things such as Fortnite, Call of Duty, Fall Guys. We'll throw some other things out there. One of the reasons I wanted to upgrade the PC is because I just wanted to stream other things. Because, you know, give a bit of variety instead of just doing the same 4 games all the time. So tomorrow's going to be a bit of a mixture. We'll see what people want to do. I think it may be Fortnite or Fall Guys, but I'm not sure. I don't know how many people have COD.
I did not realize we were playing. Did you guys start yet?
We started, yeah.
Fuck! God damn it, I just playing Osu and God!
Whoa.
What? Sorry.
Okay, well, I didn't even want this first stage. Why did I jump off? Why did I jump off? It was an acid tile. I could have stayed on there.
Oh shit, bro. Can someone please screen share?
Just watch the stream.
Oh, you have no idea.
Actually, don't bother watching the stream. It's in 30 FPS because I don't know why it's in 30 FPS.
I wonder.
I think streaming's worse.
I mean, it shouldn't be. This is a much more powerful PC. I have no idea why it's capping it to 30. Last PC, yeah, I understand that. I wasn't struggling, but this one, this ain't struggling.
Why did my screen go turn darker?
I got with Born last stream, and I gotta fix her up for him.
I was 12 minutes late because I was playing Osu. God damn it, bruh. Thought I had time. Damn it.
Oh, Angelina won an HOH.
Damn.
No. Imagine if she instantly rolled auto nom.
Oh, y'all are doing roulette?
Yeah.
Calm down. Calm down.
This room is pretty nice. Yeah, I like this color.
I'm sad.
Who's speaking to me? How dare you?
Noah's struggling to get through the door.
Have y'all done any evictions yet?
No, this is the first nomination. Angelina just won first HOH.
Oh, I want to join. Oh. This is just.
Anyways.
Sit someone out. Who called this the Danganronpa table?
What the?
Sam did.
I actually have Danganronpa. I have Danganronpa 1, 2, and 3 in my Steam library.
Who's your favorite character in Danganronpa?
Oh, in all three games.
Well, just one character.
Okay, Kokichi. Kokichi is the best character. I'm sorry.
Why? Because he's known for the memes and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm the ultimate liar. I just died and I just lied to you all. No.
But if you want to know why Kokichi is my favorite, just Chapter 5. Play Chapter 5 of V3, then you know why. That case was fantastic. Born, I love Kokichi to a point where it's unhealthy.
Chapter 5.
honestly fair. Honestly fairs.
Chapter 5. Was that Mew's death? Chapter 5?
Ooh.
I like how Angelina. Why did why did she sit out Daz and then nominated him?
Can you guys restart?
I mean,
Honestly, no.
I don't think people would want to do that now.
Sad.
How did Angelina not put Born up?
Not have to wait next weekend.
Character development. Hardly.
Doc.
Talk, really? Who even won the veto? Did Angelina win veto?
Yeah, she did.
Hello. Oh shit. What's going on, guys?
I don't know who we're voting right now.
Can anyone tell me? I just joined. I was AFK the whole time. Thank you. Is Mike not here? Oh, Mike's not here. How sad. I think. Wait, so what was the vote?
Wow. Okay, interesting.
Was it vote? For that.
I mean,
So what was the vote? I did not see what the vote was.
I didn't. That's weird. Well, Angelina just completely destroyed her HOH because she sat out the person that's now evicted. What a waste of a twist.
Oh, where are we
Taco
playing
was in
this?
this game?
Apparently.
Hi, how do I play?
We've got a pretty mixed cast.
Oh no, okay. Oh, this
Ugh.
one, I hate this one. Guys, don't be boring and just stick to the sides, like move. I'm kind of behind because I just now.
Do it then. Uh-oh.
Born Reevy? Born what the? Okay, I've got a foolproof strategy.
I mean, if y'all really want to spin roulette, you do it. I know if I spin roulette, I get autonom every single time, so I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna spin the goddamn roulette.
The roulette.
Okay, this tornado is a stalker. I don't like it. Shit, I forgot that this shit moves. I'm becoming a cow. Holy shit. Oh, bye now. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Just me and Runner. No, no, get Runner first. Get Runner first. No. Wait,
Bro, it just dumped Luna down the hole.
bro, I didn't even realize.
Luna got literally dumped in the hole. That was weird.
GG. Wait, Runner's out?
No, no, Luna won.
So Runner's on or not?
Yeah, Luna's HOH.
Honestly, scam. Honestly. Time to spin the roulette.
Time to spin.
Oh, vote safety? No sit out? Avoid safety.
Man, I could have won and got the best one. You know what? I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get autonom. You watch.
Honestly, imagine I come back and then y'all immediately just throw me out. Wouldn't that be funny? Just to nominate no veto, yeah, basically. Yes. Marvin. Oh, Marvin.
Marlon has literally been AFK this entire game.
Oh, so was I. Andre. I mean, I'm probably just gonna leave in like 5 minutes.
I mean, who are we even going to vote out here?
Dude, 12 versus Navi. Gotta vote someone. Can anyone tell me who to vote?
I'm good. You should play bot.
GG, Marlon.
G, Mr. Marvin.
I'm kind of happy with these first few evictions being kind of chilled out. Nothing crazy's happened yet. Considering the last game we played in EN when it was just like Dark was on the block week 1.
I was on the block every time, bro.
You were on the block every time. I was having a mental breakdown. And 2 people like started like having an argument in the middle of the veto ceremony. I was like, what's going on?
Don't judge, don't judge, don't judge.
Please be an HOH I can win. I
you
said,
can win,
I
yeah.
said, please be an HOH I can win. What is this filth that you're giving me? This is
I hate
filth.
the situation.
It's just filth. One is why? No.
Born, let's not just shoot at each other.
Okay. Bruh. Bruh.
Ella, stop it.
Really, Sam? Bro, I just took you out of the game for that.
Yo. Angelina, stop it. How the fuck did Angelina hit me? From where? Actually, I do gotta go
She's
now.
camping
I
up
guess.
there. Yo, targeting Leo. What are you even talking about? Bruh, I'm outside. Is Angelina gonna win HOH again? Nope, never mind, she died. It's Ella and Term. Bro, turn off ray tracing, you'll get better accuracy. Terms out. Okay, Ella won. I don't even know who he's putting up. As soon as Autonom gets spun out, I'm gonna try, like, trying to win VOs. Trying to win HOHs. I don't care about Novo, I don't care about Exposed, I don't care about No Sit Out. Just get rid of Autonom. Please! Please! Just get rid of... Okay, interesting. Oh, I get to play at a veto. Oh, I choked. Does anybody even have 5? Okay, Ella does, but I don't know if she'll get back. Okay, fair enough. Okay, spoiler alert, I'm not using it. Fair enough. Spoilers! So who actually voted Sam then? That's interesting.
The twist is over.
Okay, good. I can actually try winning things again.
Wait, so what happens if they actually do 6 rounds of roulette and only the other nominees left? Will people just like
Yeah,
want to
that's
leave?
it. You just spin it. You just spin it, I guess.
Oh. Damn.
I know, that's actually happened once in a public game where the auto nom was left and everybody actively tried to throw. And it was like, who can lose first?
Well,
I want to win
Someone's
HOH
out.
because I was gaslit. Boop. Boop. Kato and Tim are already on the bottom.
someone's already out.
Already?
Yeah, Sam.
Oh. That's wild. Someone else just joined them. Someone else just
Goodbye.
joined them.
Andre and Peter.
Woo.
Ooh. Angelina was on the bottom because she gives off major bottom energy.
Bottom energy.
Anyways.
Yeah, as expected. How can I lie to you when we've never spoke, Angelina? That is a very interesting factor. In the forced vote? Gordon Ramsay burger.
Sandwiches.
We haven't won that.
Angelina. I just farted, like...
This is going to be a very quick stream if you don't take me off, Angelina, just saying. GG. And you better hope that I don't win next HOH because your ass is going on the block. And just for the record, Angelina's won 2 HOHs and a veto, so she's the most powerful person in the house. I hope you all know that, and she is probably going to win unless we take her out. So thank you.
2 vetoes.
Yeah, 2 vetoes and 2 HOHs. So we need to take her out, guys, and I'm the gun to do it. We'll do it. We'll get her. I mean, not really, because you promised me on week 1 that I was going to be safe, and I was on the block. So, fantastic. Great alliance we had, by the way. What allies? What allies? Me? Because we're supposed to be an alliance. We had made a final 2 on week 1, Angelina. That went well, didn't it? Because I nearly went home. But you want to know the crazy thing, right? Even though we made a final 2 deal, I knew that you were going to backstab me. I knew it. Because someone told you, because there's some lies in this house, yet you. I mean, I will blame you, absolutely, because you went back on a deal that we made. Oh, Ella answered first. Oh, term dethroned.
No, I'm playing against Sam. No, I'm not.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, GG. Who left?
Oh, Pato left. By a vote of 2-1. This is insane, right? It's just literally coming down to who hates Angelino more. This is literally what we're basing the votes on. I watch it illegally. Aiden says on stream. Bro, how did I even survive that? Why am I going so slow right now? I'm not even on ice. Okay, now I'm on ice. Now I'm dead. Man, I'm dead. no clicking. I am the Great E. Well, Sam's out. Alright, well, it's down to Aiden. Okay, good. Bro, can we stop putting me on the block? This is the third time on the block. Bombastic. That's true. Should have really said that one. Where did Sem go? What happened to Sem? It timed out. I honestly feel sick now after spitting that, though. I mean, it is all on the veto, so just good luck, I guess. must find the cube. The cube of destiny. Oh god, the rain. I might have to shut my window. Really, Tom? I mean, good job, buddy. You've got no shot of winning now, because we're all voting Ella or Sam. They're a duo, bro! What are you smoking? Okay, well, good job sending me to jury term, because I'm going to convince these people to not vote you, because you don't deserve to win. They're literally a duo, bro, and they played you. Just so you, I don't even know if Term's listening to this, but I'll just say it straight up. I'm not voting you. No one is voting you, Term, because you took a duo to the end. And nobody understands why. You said that you have to take a shot. Well, you took the wrong one. And I'm not voting you to win. And I know Daz isn't. So, I don't know about Andre. I don't think he's, like, here right now. I think he's just sort of watching. Who won part 1, Term? I'm pretty sure Term has 0 chance of winning now. He may as well just throw. Okay, well, it turns out. This is predictable. Term, you should have taken me. This wouldn't have happened. So much for taking a shot, huh, buddy? Now you're out. Should have taken Aiden out. I literally told you those two were together. I told you those were together. I know, you moron. I told you this, and you voted me out. I was taking you, you idiot. I mean, come on, bro. Like, the whole house knew. How did you not? All right, well, Term, you're out. GG. Literally told you you should have they were taking each other, bro, but it's like, oh, I've got to take the shot. Well, you just got yourself evicted, bro, so good job. Oh, well. I mean, I'm pretty sure Aiden won, but I maybe one vote for Sam. Would anyone feel bad if I voted Sam just as a pity vote? I feel like I might vote Sam.
I always lose the pity votes.
One quick question: are you doing an after show?
I'd probably rather hang myself, but yeah.
Okay, let's not say that on stream, Warren. That's not very nice to say. You shouldn't hang yourself. Let someone else do that for you. But you can forget about that.
Okay, but in reality, this has been a pretty boring season. We will still do an after show, but
Feels like we've had weeks of boring seasons now. Last week, the week before that.
I mean, the other stream was all right. Which was the one before? Like,
The last Ian one or the one from last week?
the last Ian one. That was okay.
Oh, that was not fun for me. We all saw how week 2 went.
More money that I will just spend on my room. Wait, can I even buy a crate? Or I can buy an epic chest. I'm gonna buy an epic chest. Bro, I've already got that one. I'm gonna spin I can't even spin another one now. That's sad. This was pretty bland though, I do agree. I chose not to vote bitterly. I mean, it wasn't really bitterly because you both played the exact same game, but fair enough.
GG's, Aiden.
GG's.
I mean, honestly,
I'm trying to find my dog because I realized that he's been outside for 3 hours and it's dark outside. So, yeah.
that was that was woof. That was woof. That was something. That was a thing that we just did. I guess we'll do an after show. Okay, and that was interesting. Roblox just crashed. Even Roblox couldn't stand that season. It just literally
That's probably fitting.
I
Let me pull up the stream real quick so I can look up a boot order so we can at least have something to talk about. Since the Seeker's not here, I'll be his little I'll be that, I guess.
Also, I
Hold
just
on,
want to.
man.
I just want to say, like, sorry if I went a little bit hard on you, Term, but like, it was a really stupid decision to take to vote me out over Aiden. Like, I mean, sorry if I kind of went on a little bit, but man, that was bad. That was bad. But yeah, do apologize if I went on a little bit there, Term. Oh yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree, Das. That was so boring. That was worse than last stream. It's getting progressively worse every game. Right, let me just hit the after show. At least this was the first time where I didn't horribly lag out or have my PC sound like it was going to catch fire. So that's good.
Hello, Timmy. Oh, now he's gone.
Maybe Timmy just heard me call it a horrible stream and then left.
It was so bad. Oh.
It wasn't even bad.
Luna
It was
wants
just
me-
boring. So
That's true.
boring.
Right now, oh, sorry.
Go on.
Okay, right now, I think what Luna just told me is what she wants me to relate to you. She said, "Born, I'm very frustrated right now. These past 4 games, I have gone home early, and all 4 times you asked to align with me, yet voted me out at a certain point. It feels personal. I also feel like you are a bit of a hypocrite when you vote people out and betray them, then get super mad every time they betray you."
Okay, well, I mean, touche to start with. Yeah, the reason. Okay, so the reason I voted you out this game was because let's just clear up something, right? Let's clear something up. You asked to align with me, not the other way around, and I sort of went yeah because I wasn't really like fully committed to it because it's very difficult for me to trust you because I constantly feel on edge with you. And you did that damage yourself with the EN game where you blindsided me and put me on the block, with the UBB game where you said I was safe and then you put me up and I went home, and with the Outlaster game where you went behind my back and voted me out. So you did all that damage yourself. So don't come crying to me saying that you're frustrated with me. I find it difficult to work with you when you constantly betray me all the time. And even though you haven't done it these last 4 games, I always feel like you're going to do it. So that's kind of how I feel about that. In relation to me being a hypocrite, about being mad about getting voted out and me voting out my allies, I don't really vote out my allies a lot if I can avoid it. Now, I guess Noah was a bit of a misstep for me, and I understand you saying that. I get that. That's fair enough. But I didn't know that those 2 were together. And also, I don't know. I was kind of thinking about it because I was kind of thinking a similar thing to, I don't know. I was thinking like voting out Noah. Voting Noah would be the better option, or voting Sem out. And I knew Angelina was going to keep Noah, so I could have swung either way. So I was thinking, do I keep Sem or do I keep Noah? And I'm thinking, who's going to win more comps going in the long term? And I'm thinking Aiden. And I know Aiden's good with Sem. So if I save Sem, then maybe Aiden keeps me off the block. And honestly, Noah, if I hadn't voted you out there, I don't think Aiden would have used the power of veto next week. And I would have gone home. So I think that was a good move on my part to do that. Because that actually saved me next week. And I would have gone home otherwise.
Okay, here's part 2. I mean, all those games were over 5 months ago, and you've told me twice that you have forgiven me for those games, so you can't make the excuse that I always betray you when I haven't betrayed you in over 5 months.
I mean, yeah, I've forgiven you for those games. That doesn't mean that I trust you. I mean, forgiveness and trust are 2 very different things. You can forgive someone, but you can't always build trust with them. You've already proven that it's very difficult for me to trust you for those games. And yes, even though I try not to hold a grudge because I don't target people for past actions, but I will, find it a little bit wary when you do that. And also, those weren't 5 months ago; they were like 1 month ago. So like, I always kind of feel on edge. I'm sorry if it feels personal. It's generally not. It's just I don't fully trust you. Like, I want to work with you. I do. But then I think about all the times that I have worked with you and been successful. And I'd like to ask you one quick question. Name one time where I have worked with you where it hasn't resulted me in. Name one time where I've worked with you and it hasn't resulted in me being evicted. Not counting times where you've been voted out. Like, because every single time you're in the game with me, we never make it to the end because you always turn on me. So what am I supposed to do? I want you to name one time where there was a difference.
She hasn't sent me a response yet. But while we're waiting on that, I guess we can go over week 1 real quick.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
go for it.
pull back up the stream. Week 1, Angelina wins HOH. She puts up Daz and Leo. She also gets the no compete thing. No compete at choice, and she uses it on Daz, which is questionable given what happens after. I think she wins veto as well, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone have any thoughts on that?
No, I think Angelina wins veto because I think it was the can't remember which veto it was.
Hang on. Yeah, she won veto.
Yeah.
I guess you guys can talk about that move. I mean, from two standpoints, I guess it came down to how you felt about Daz and Leo. Obviously, people have their own opinions on Leo. Um, people say he's annoying and stuff like that. As for Daz, you also have your own opinions on that as well. I can't speak for anyone because I work with both of them, obviously, and I think they're both pretty good people to work with. But yeah, does anyone have any thoughts on that elimination?
It was a little bit questionable that Angelina put Daz and Leo on the block, fully knowing that Daz can't play in the next HOH. So if she wins veto, why didn't she just pull off Daz and put somebody else up?
Yeah, I was expecting a Born backdoor, or at least some sort of backdoor on somebody.
I was expecting
that
it. I was thinking, oh, well, this is the week I go. It's like week 1, bye. I knew, like, I was expecting it as soon as she won veto, but we didn't. We got a Daz backdoor question mark, blindside question mark.
It was very confusing. Lunar just sent me her response. She said the UBB game with me, Mike, and Nick, where we made a 4-person alliance. I was just weary to work with you too, but it worked, and we all made it to the final 5. Game really made me want to work with you in the future. Ever since that game, I tried to work with you, but it's never worked, and I'm sorry that you don't trust me, but it really hurts.
Okay, well, it's not personal. It's never been personal. I'm sorry if you think it is, but it's never been personal. It's just very hard when if you did it once like once or twice, fair enough. I understand it's the game, but you've done it like 7 times over the course of 2 years. So you can understand from my perspective how difficult it is, and I constantly feel on edge with you. And I really do want to work with you. I honestly do. I can't remember who you were even next to when you went home, because that might have had something to do with it as well. Who were you sitting next to? It was even HOH. I think Aiden was HOH, or was it? Was Aiden HOH?
I have no clue because I really don't remember that game. Sem. She was next to Sem.
Next to Sam. Oh yeah, because it tied, and then someone broke the tie.
I think it was Aiden who broke that tie, but I'm not sure.
I think it was Aiden.
I do know it was tied because I didn't vote Lunar that vote.
Right. So,
but until she tells me, I can go over to next week. Speaking of Lunar, she ends up winning the next HOH. It's the tornado comp. She gets void safety.
yeah.
And decides to use it on Marlon and Andre. From my perspective, I thought the move was very confusing because usually with void safety, I think that's an opportunity to make a move because you can guarantee at least someone goes home that you don't like in the game. I was expecting her to use it on Angelina.
I was expecting like me and Dark to go up.
Either you and Dark or Angelina and someone else.
Yeah.
But it turns out to be Andre and Marlon. Marlon goes home. Really nothing I can say about Marlon. I didn't really hear him speak too much, so I guess that's understandable.
He was AFK.
And then and then week 3 happens, and I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Just fast forwarding real quick. It was Ella. Well, Aiden. So Aiden wins. Aiden, you're here, so you can probably talk about that week since you were HOH.
Which week?
Week 3. It's the week where Lunar went home.
Oh yeah, I broke that tie because Luna was talking to me about voting Andre, and I was actually my closest allies were Term, Sem, and Andre. So, and then when I heard Luna was going after Andre, but then calling out Angelina for going after Andre, that really like I was like, bitch. Oh, I mean, sorry. I was like, why are you doing that? So then I was like, I'm going after her because there was literally no other person I had any reasoning for.
Yeah, that makes sense, especially since you said you were working with Sam. So at that point, I guess it was a done deal for Luna when she was on the block.
Mm-hmm.
I was also
Any
at
other
that time
thoughts?
working with Noah and Peo.
Yeah, so it wasn't just another case where just Lunar was just on the wrong side of the house. It's a shame too because she's been going home early for these past few weeks. And obviously I blame myself for one of them, the Outlaster game, with the whole Daz situation. But honestly, yeah. Hopefully
I
something
mean,
things improve with her.
yeah. I mean,
Okay, I'm
Luna
fast forwarding.
going. Who was Luna sitting next to then? Was it Sam?
It was Sam.
Right. Okay, so I've sort of remembered why I went with Luna out because the HOH at that time, I think it was Dark. Dark whispered me to say that he wanted Luna out, which I understand. I can understand why he wanted to do that. That's fine. But mainly for the reason is I didn't know if Luna was with Angelina. Now I kind of assumed those two were together. I could be wrong, but because I assumed that those two were together, I'm thinking if Angelina is with Luna, then who else are they with? Because if Luna's with somebody else, then Angelina's going to have a pretty big shield around her. So I was kind of thinking I didn't know if those two were together. I assumed they were. I assumed Luna and Angelina were working together, so I wanted to break that up. So that's another reason why I voted Luna out.
It's possible, but honestly, the times I talked to Lunar, it never really seemed, I guess, never really came up that she was sort of cool with Angelina. I personally don't think they are, but I mean, I can't speak for Lunar. For week 4 is when Angelina decides to make a move and nominate you and Andre. And then as for who wins veto, I'm pretty sure it's also Angelina, so she wins her second straight HOH and veto in a row. So I guess congrats to her. And then she decides not to use it, and then that's when the voting happens. Bourne stays over Andre. Bourne makes his case to stay, being like he'll go after Angelina, which is true. He does go after her later down the line. Andre, I can't speak for what he says because he's not in the game with me, so I can't speak for him. So we'll really never know what he was going to do had he stayed. You want to talk about that, Bourne, since it was technically your week where you were kind of like ousted.
Yeah. So at that point, I was with. At that point, I was with Noah and Peo. I was pretty sure I had those votes, at least 2, to stay. I wasn't sure if it would tie. If it would tie, then I was pretty much screwed. But I don't know. It was kind of weird because I really didn't know who Angelina's target was because she literally said, "I don't care who goes." So I'm like, who is the target here? Is it me or Andre? It was kind of a weird situation. But I feel like they voted to keep me because I didn't win anything. At that point, I had won nothing. I'd had 0 comp wins, 0 HOHs, 0 VOs, nothing. And Andre, I think, had won at least a VO or something. Didn't Andre win something?
I don't recall him winning anything. I'm watching week 5 now?
Yeah.
Term wins HOH. And he
Maybe he
chooses
did.
to nominate. He nominates Bourne and Sem.
Mm.
And obviously, I'm pretty sure. I'm fast forwarding here. As you were saying about that last week, you stayed 1 to 4, so you had a lot of votes to stay. So it wasn't as close as I thought it was.
I was generally surprised as well. I knew I had Peo's vote for sure. Wasn't sure about Noah's. I think he could go either way. I'm glad he decided to keep me. I don't know. I'm glad I think he kept me anyway. But I was expecting it to be a lot closer. When I saw 4-1, I was thinking, okay, well, Peo's the one and everybody else is on me. But I was generally surprised that Andre went over me, which kind of shocked me a little.
Mm-hmm. So Aiden wins that the fire comp. He becomes a veto holder, and he decides to use it on you. I guess you convince him. I don't know the specifics about that. And in his replacement, your replacement becomes Noah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can talk about that too, because apparently you and Noah had a final 3 deal.
Yeah. So at this point in time, I think I got my weeks mixed up a little bit. Because I thought I voted out Noah before he used the veto on me. Because I voted out Noah before Aiden used the veto on me. I might have been wrong about that. If that's the case, then obviously I'm gonna do. Obviously, Aiden was pitching for Sem to stay. Angelina was voting Noah out. So really, obviously, I had the swing vote here. If that's the case where Noah went on the block after I was saved, and then Aiden kind of said to vote to vote Noah out, keep Sem. I kind of really didn't have a choice there, because if I went and voted out Sem, he would have known that Angelina voted Noah, voted Noah out, voted Noah to stay, uh, and I would have voted to stay. So kind of would have been a bit of a dick move if he just saved me with the veto, and then we go to next week and he wins veto and he or win HOH and then I go on the block. So yeah, if he saved me that week, then that would explain why I voted Noah out, because he did save me, and I'm kind of like, well, I can't just like keep Noah now, because that kind of puts me in bad with him, and then next week I might pay for it, because those two, if they are together, which I was sort of thinking they were, but if I went into next week and I voted Sam out and Aiden won HOH, then I'm screwed. If Aiden wins veto when I need it, I'm screwed. He's never going to save me again. So I didn't really want to push that too far. So I kind of just agreed and went with what Aiden wanted to do. So it kind of made sense for me at that point, because he just won veto, he'd save me, and I was thinking if he did something next week, it'd be bad.
That is very fair, because once I saw Aiden, I guess, pitch the idea to you about, I guess, voting no, I had a feeling that Aiden was was willing to take a shot at Angelina, because at that point, she was definitely in, I guess, even though she was hated by jury, she was definitely in a good position to win comps. Aiden was right in his assessment that she could win again. As for like the Noah, I get it. The Noah boot, I get it, because Noah, I guess you start to notice that's which connections people have, and you notice with Noah that he usually tends to vote, I guess, in Angelina's corner half the time. He won't do it if it's obvious it will ruin his game, but most of the time he will. So it's no surprise she chose to vote Stem out over Noah, because I guess Noah was her only ally left. As for week, what are we on, 6 or 7? I kind of forgot. Aiden wins HOH. I think this is Aiden's first HOH win. He nominates Angelina in term. I guess that's when we properly find out that Term and Angelina are a duo. So basically it becomes you and Aiden versus Angelina and Term, with, I guess, Sem being very much in the middle, but sort of in your corner in a way.
I think Sem was more. I think it was actually me, Sem, and Aiden, because Sem and Aiden were a tight duo. They were like a final. They had a final 2 the whole game. So I'm pretty sure it would have been 3-2.
Yeah. So Term wins this veto. Obviously uses it on himself because it makes sense. He wouldn't use it on Angelina and risk going home. Obviously general consensus is that one of those two have to go. So Aiden nominates you. At first it surprised me personally, because I thought that he would do Sem in case Sem flipped, which would have been stupid for Sem, because if he needed a shield at this point in the game, it wouldn't make any sense to have a shield. It ties. Angelina goes home. She does her usual rant, calling Aiden a lot of things, saying that he stood by you and calling you personally,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did pitch all of this to Aiden at the veto ceremony. I said, I don't trust Sem. He's probably going to flip, and Aiden doesn't use the veto. And I'm like thinking, I'm worried because he's going to flip. And I was thinking, he might do it. And then you look like an ass. You're down in numbers. Suddenly it's 2-2. He's flipped. You can't trust him anymore. So then what happens? So I literally said all of this to Aiden. Luckily, he didn't. If he did, it would have been very bad for Aiden's game, because he probably would have been nominated next week.
Yes, very likely he would have been nominated. But as we saw with Sem, I guess, DCing or leaving, it would have been a final 3. And
No, Sem
Aiden...
didn't DC.
Oh, Sem didn't DC?
No, Sem was
okay.
final 2.
Oh, yeah, my bad. So, as for who wins this HOH, we'll, I guess, go out the time, and Sem wins it. Obviously, it doesn't matter. It comes down to the veto, but you and Term get nominated. Veto happens, and Term wins it and saves himself.
Fair
So
enough.
then, now we realize it's only Aiden who's able to Actually, no, it's only Term who's able to vote. Term and Ella, my bad.
Yeah. So Sem wins HOH, Term wins veto. Term takes himself off the block. The only available nom is Aiden, and then Term evicts me over Aiden.
Yeah. Term, you're here, so I guess if you want to make a case on why you decided to do that move, it's up to you. If not, I can move on to the final 3 scenario.
I've already said what I needed to about that move. I think it was really stupid.
Yeah. So basically, final 3 happens. Term wins. Actually, no. Term wins part 1. Then Ella wins part 2. Ella wins part 3. Ella evicts Term. Then we have the final 2. It was a tie vote, right? Oh no, it was
no, it was unanimous
clean
on
sweep,
Ella, I think. Yeah.
So our second unanimous vote of the season, I'm pretty sure. Well, in a while actually, because last time it was you who got a unanimous vote. So congrats to both of you.
I was
And that
tempted.
is
I was
the end of the
tempted to
game.
vote. I was tempted to give one vote to Sam, but then Aiden was like, "No, I always lose to. I always lose to. I always lose to bit of or swing votes or things like that." And I'm like, okay, well, that's fair because I did lose to a swing vote last time in Outlaster, so I didn't want to do it to him.
Yeah, because I've done pity votes before, and then I've seen those people win the game, so I can understand that. My general thoughts from a spectator point of view at the beginning of the game, I guess I understood why you guys wanted to play it safe, but there were some moves there at the beginning which I think should have been moves, like, or at least some people making an effort to. Obviously, Angelina winning comps out and basically becoming a comp piece, and her saying that her somehow putting my name in her mouth, even though I'm not in the game, was annoying. But she did, I guess, good in from a comp perspective. She definitely did have people who were willing to work with her, so I'll give her props to that. Um, Obviously, your little rivalry with her was the highlight of the season, if we want to call it a rivalry. Um, I guess, yeah, the only really notable moves I saw was, I guess, the whole Angelina boot off, your case to stay, um, Ella winning HOHs. But overall, there wasn't really a lot, honestly. The season was very boring from my perspective, so I'll agree with Daz and say the season was about a 2 out of 10.
I mean, you can tell the season's bad when I'm the hero after betraying my ally. Like, what?
Yes.
I betray Noah and suddenly I'm still got like 4 jury votes. Like, what?
That is very true.
I came
Honestly,
out of
yeah,
there. I
if we had
came
more
out of there.
people-
Go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, honestly, yeah. If we had more people, maybe things could have got it spiced up a little bit differently.
We did have
'Cause,
15. That was weird though, because we had 15. We nearly had a full game. But like most of the people
Yeah.
left. I don't know.
Yeah, Pato DCing was obviously unfortunate. I don't know what actually happened to Dark, because I know he played that game, but I think he DC'd too.
I think Dark DC'd, yeah.
So yeah, Dark left. So who knows what could happen there? Because Dark is actually pretty good at this game. And if he and Pato stayed, we can bet that those two probably would have gone all the way together. I actually don't know who else was there. I know we didn't have the usual players like Sindel or Isaac or Mike. Obviously, I couldn't play because I was busy with. Well, I'm still busy with some stuff that I have to do for next week.
I mean, we had
But
Noah.
yeah, Noah was there, but Noah's. Actually, no, I shouldn't talk anything about Noah. I think Noah's committed. Noah's consistent in being in the game, and honestly, I do want to see him make it far, but like, he doesn't really do much to make much of an impact on the games. Like, he even acknowledges that himself. Like, you remember last week where he was making the case to stay because he wasn't good at challenges?
I mean, I will say this, right? For how annoying Angelina can be, she was probably the only thing that saved the season. Like, if she wasn't in the game, this would have been a 1. Like, let's face it, it would have been a 1. It would have been way lower. Like, because she actually made it exciting with her veto wins and the crazy moves, because she actually did do some crazy things. It wasn't as crazy as typical Angelina. It was like mid crazy, but still a little bit. I liked some of the things that she did because she was a little bit unpredictable. But if she wasn't in this season, it would have been a case of these two on the block, safe vote. These two on the block, safe vote. Predictable HOH, predictable VO, predictable final 2, and probably another clean sweep. So I'm thankful that Angelina gave something to this game.
Yeah, at least she wasn't. Well, actually, I shouldn't say she wasn't as bad. She's she's usually like, yeah, she can usually be a lot worse. Obviously, if one of us were in the game, she would have just been publicly stating, "I'm nominating Nick because so and so. I don't like him. I hate him." And if she had won, she would have probably been on a huge ego trip about how she quote ate the season or how she won fair and circle is what she likes to say. I will give her props for winning HOH and actually trying to make moves on you guys because obviously from her perspective, nominating you did make sense because obviously I don't think you would have taken her to the end, right?
Oh hell no! I wouldn't have got
Yeah,
that
so it
far.
makes sense. But her promising you, I guess, promising you to go far with you, that made no sense. Like if I'm going after someone, the best bet is just to tell them that I want to work with you, but then just I guess subtly target that person or get someone else to target them. Or if you're gonna go after them, just don't offer to work with them
Okay, well,
because it just seemed like it's taking
yeah,
from
sorry.
her.
Sorry, I'm gonna
Okay.
have to like interrupt you because I don't want you to go any further down this road because I have to come clean. The final two a deal with Angelina was a complete lie. It never happened. It was designed to get people to turn against Angelina, and it worked because I got I got Aiden to turn against Angelina, which worked. I got people to get very mad at Angelina. The whole final two deal was not real. It never happened. It was all a lie. And it worked because it got people to actively turn against Angelina, which is what I wanted. I needed her out of the house and away from my game. So before you go any further into justifying the reasons why breaking a final two is wrong, just know that that final two never existed. It was purely designed to get Angelina out of the house.
That's fair. I don't think it would have been that hard because, like I said, it's very easy to. I hate to say it, but it's very easy to get mad at Angelina. Sometimes for good reasons, sometimes for bad reasons. But like, yeah, that was smart play getting having that fake final two deal because obviously it painted a spotlight on her that was already big enough with her winning multiple HOHs and nominating people, I guess, questionable nominees like Daz and them. But yeah, it definitely did help you out because it did give you an ally in Aiden, which helped you make it farther. It gave you someone who was actually willing to target her, and I guess it did make you likable to the jury because you were actually willing to take shots instead of letting her coast to the end.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like I kind of had to do something, or someone had to do something. I think people would have taken the shot at Angelina. I don't think it would have just been me, though. But yeah. Also, I think Daz had something to say. Did you want to say anything, Daz?
All I wanted to say is that Angelina voted me for no reason, and I wanted to ask you how, like, rate the season.
I think I'll agree on the consensus that it's a 2. It would have been a 1, but, Angelina at least did something. Her winning 2 HOHs and 2 VOs was pretty good. I kind of agree with what Nick said. It's just so much power wasted. We saw nothing, like nothing that was done. We saw the void safety, and we got 2 very predictable nominees. Not a lot of shake up there. No big power plays at all until right at the end when literally there was no other choice. Like nobody was going to take a shot unless somebody stepped up. And obviously, we had people step up at some points, but the times that we saw the power shifts in the house were mainly just between 2 people. We didn't really see a lot of other people win VO or win HH. It was kind of the same usual suspects. And also, the noms were kind of predictable as well. Like, this person goes up. If not, this person's the replacement. So, yeah, I'll give it a 2. It would have been a 1, but at least Angelina contributed something to the season.
As long as it doesn't become. Oh god.
No, it's fine. You can go.
Okay. I was gonna say real quick, as long as it doesn't border on the lines of just publicly going after someone or like because you hate them or just become personal, that's when it becomes an issue. Because you obviously, this server can get very personal sometimes with how people attack one another. I mean, you have Leo saying last week that if that most of us hate him, even though that's not true. I don't hate him at least. And that's when games become an issue if they get to that level.
I don't think anybody hates Leo. I think they just find him annoying in VC. And I don't think that's his fault. I think he just comes off as annoying to people. And while I understand like why people can be annoyed with him because I kind of understand like because sometimes he can be a bit much for some people. I get that, but if he's really that annoying, just mute him. In VC, you can just mute him. I'm pretty sure anyone can just mute somebody. There's no reason to target him just because he's annoying in VC.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you can go ahead, Daz. I'm done.
Well, all I wanted to say is that the season was bad.
Believe it or not, we've had worse. We've had much worse. We've had. I think we've had worse than this, which was, but it's up there. Oh boy, it is up there. It is up there with some of the worst of all time. This one. It's not as bad as some of the Outlaster games though. Like, which oh god, I'm trying to remember that. What was that one game where it was just like I can't remember. I think it was Dark and Aiden in control the whole time, just from merge to the final two.
Oh, I thought that was the Aiden and Andre show.
Oh, the Aiden, yeah, that goes down as the worst of all time. I'd say this one.
I mean, I get your ranking for 2 because there was a power shift eventually.
There was
Like,
something.
obviously, Angelina was. Yeah, because obviously the first weeks were very much predictable. Angelina was clearly running things, and no one was willing to make a move until you got nominated, and then that's when things started to change. So I'll give props to that. But usually, like I said, if it becomes a situation where just one person is running the entire game, they decide who goes home, and they're in no position to be in any danger, then that's when the season gets bad.
It was bad, but we've had worse. I think that's kind of the best thing to sort of say. It's definitely in top 5 though. It's definitely in the top 5 worst seasons. Like this is definitely. I probably put this at 5. Like there's others. I think. I don't know. Obviously, that Outlaster game was number 1. Then we had another Outlaster game that was pretty bad. I think that was the Born versus Soul game.
Don't get me started with that. I do not want to bring up Soul again. Angelina
Fair
flipping on our entire tribe, which caused that entire downhill spiral. Soul calling me out when I got eliminated, wishing pain upon me and Mike, and just the entire rest of the game. It was to the point where we were cheering Aiden to win, even though Aiden really didn't do much that game, because it was just predictable. Because once all the people who were willing to take shots at Soul's people were gone, it just became down to okay, who's going home next. Also, Term wants to say that I only voted Born because we didn't talk that much, and he outed me and Angelina were a duo.
I mean, you kind of outed yourself, but fair enough. Yeah, I get it. I get why I get you voting me because I outed you. That's fair. But you know, those two are a duo. I was kind of hoping you'd see that, but never mind. I get it. I understand, and I understand your decision. But you know, just personally doesn't sit right with me. But you do what you got to do. And hell, hey, you could have won. You could have won final 2 and voted out Term. Sorry, voted yourself out. No, you could have won final. You could have won final 3 and voted out Aiden. I don't know if they would have won though, because the way the jury handled when I got out, it was very negative. Like people were actively saying that they didn't want you to win. They were saying that they were going to vote either Sam or Aiden. So if you'd lost to one of those two, it wouldn't matter. The other one would have won. So it was kind of a lose-lose situation. But yeah, we've definitely had worse. I think the Aiden and Andre show is number 1. As much as the Soul game was bad, because it was so bad. At least it's not from them. Their community was great. Like I tip my hat to that entire people. The Soul's entire community kicked our asses, right? I'm absolute props to them. If I was rating their game would probably be a 10. They played a perfect game. They kept everyone in their group together. They never lost a single challenge. They kept their entire alliance. It was perfect. They just achieved what they wanted to, and they got to the end. And obviously, the best of that group won. So that's a perfect game from their end. From our end, it was like a 1 because it was a disaster. We lost every single immunity, and then instead of
we won the majority of the team challenges. They had to take out their weaker members. But once we lost our first team challenge, that's when things became tricky,
we win
because
one?
obviously, yeah, we won a few. Because that's when, I guess we weren't clear that we were all working together. So then drama happened. Sindel wasn't sure what was going on. I think at this point Angelina started throwing names, and then I guess we all settled on Lunar. I don't know. I don't remember who I voted. I don't think I did Lunar that vote.
Yeah.
But then that's when it all went downhill. Then we became 3 tribes because I know we had a joint tribal.
Yeah,
And then we
had a
couldn't.
joint where I think it was a joint double, maybe.
It was either a joint double or joint single because I know I went home during that joint and I was calling Angelina a snake because at that point I was telling her, listen, my tribe is voting someone else from their community off. Let's just all vote together. And she didn't do that. She was like, oh, it's between you and someone else. So I have no choice. So I got to vote you. And I was so mad about that because I was like, we had the numbers to make a vote on one of them, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it was very much us eating our own, and Angelina kind of just started it really, and then it was just a massive downward spiral. Like,
Okay, Lunar is saying it was 5 votes for her, 4 votes Daz, and 1 vote Sin at our first tribal.
mm.
It was very much a mess, is what she's saying. Which is true. It was very much a mess.
I'd say I would say that game probably gets the 2 spot, right? Aiden and Andre show will be number 1, and then that game gets number 2. Just from our community's perspective, their community was fine. The game was perfect. They absolutely smashed it. We just couldn't get a single vote together to save our lives. Quite literally, we decimated after like 3 votes. So that's that one. But yeah, I mean,
Okay. What's it called? Dash just sent the boot order. So yeah, Stole lost the first challenge.
oh wait, is it in chat? Let me have a look.
Yeah, and then Stole lost again. Stole lost again. Stole lost again. Then we lost, and then that's when the drama started. Then Das goes out after me. Then Rose goes. Then oh yeah, I remember that was the autoplay. Dark wins. Dark goes home 4-0. Mike goes, then Pope, then Angelina, then Stendel, then Spencer, all from our team. And then Yes goes, and then Liam goes because Aiden has to basically win out comps. But then Aiden goes Final Four, and then it becomes a Austin win with on Soul's Tribe.
Yeah, that was pretty painful to watch. Like to watch you, Daz, Rose, Tark, and Mike go simultaneously. That was like,
Well, Rose
ooh.
wasn't on our tribe. It was it was when we first invited Pope because we had a choice between Pope
Rose
and Millie.
Rose is on the Soul Tribe. Sorry.
Yeah, it was me, Angelina, Mike, Dark, Daz, Lunar, Spencer, and Sindel. And the last person I think we had was actually no, Aiden. Yeah, Aiden was on our tribe. It was a choice between Millie or Pope, and we chose Pope.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have picked Millie. I don't know why you guys chose Pope. That was kind of weird, but okay.
Well, I mean, you had the draft pick, so I mean.
Oh yeah, I did the draft. I don't know why. I think maybe. Oh yeah, it's because Soul picked his tribe first. That's why. So Soul picked his tribe first, so I couldn't pick any of those names. I think Millie was on that list, so I couldn't pick Millie. So then I had to just sort of go with everyone else. I was kind of glad that you, Dark, and Mike weren't on that list, so I just went, okay, bang, 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 those 3, perfect. And then I just kind of rolled with everybody else who I knew was good. But yeah, that one was definitely the second spot. I'm gonna say one last controversial thing though. My third worst series, right? I don't know about fourth. There's probably one I'm not thinking about. I can't think of a fourth one, but I'm sure there's one worse than this one. But my third worst series, controversial, is gonna be the Sindel game with Final Reckoning, because oh boy, what a hot mess that was. It just resulted in everyone getting eliminated for no reason, because basically every single person that got out just forced it to be a double, which just made it so ridiculous. I don't think a single person who didn't get voted out didn't force it to be a double. They all forced it to be a double, which just completely killed the flow of the game and resulted in 2 people going every single time, to the point where people were planning 2 votes ahead because they knew Final Reckoning was coming. But yeah, that's just my opinion.
What would you rate fourth as, if you do have a fourth?
Oh god, I think there's an EN game. I'm sure there's an EN game in there somewhere that was bad. Probably the
I
one.
only
Probably the one with
Oh, go
Sindel
ahead.
one, maybe. Well, the one where Sindel was just firmly in control of everything, and y'all called me and Mike controlling mad. Yeah,
Oh, I was gonna say the one where you and Timmy basically argued that entire game, like after you went home. So then final finale apps, and then we don't like both either of them. So the vote ties and gives Angelina the win by random decision.
I don't remember. Was that Outlaster or EN?
That was EN because that was the last game where I actually officially tried working with Angelina.
Okay. I mean,
What about the game where like the challenge where you stop the game like in the middle?
oh, we
You
don't count. We
remember?
don't count the challenge. That doesn't count. I'm talking about
Oh.
EN or Big Brother. But yeah, the challenge would just fill up the list. The challenge would be in the top 5 every single time. And it's not because I hate the challenge, right? I don't hate the challenge. I like it. I like playing it on public servers. And it's not this person's fault either. It's just whenever Timmy's in the game, he always wins. And no one can take him out because you have to beat him in a comp. And no one can beat him in a comp. So he always makes the final. And then it's like everyone's like constantly frustrated to the point where people start leaving because they can't be bothered. And it's not Timmy's fault. I'm not faulting him for being good. I'm just saying that's kind of the general perception. People can't beat Timmy. They try and take him out. They can't. So he makes finale and then he just smokes everyone in the finale. So that's the only problem I have with the challenge.
Luna wants me to tell you that we need to play the challenge again. I beat Timmy in an elimination challenge recently, and I need to win after that PST.
What?
After the PST games.
I'm confused.
She's basically saying we need to play the challenge again because she beat Timmy recently, and she needs a win. After the past games, sorry.
Oh, after the past games. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably what she meant.
Okay.
Because A is next to S.
Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I don't want to play the challenge because honestly it is. I feel like if we did it though, we would have to do partners in crime.
I think they're adding a Team Warfare, the Team Warfare twist to the game, like from the old one. I'd play it if we do that because I don't really like partners in crime. Because Timmy and Sindel will just be a duo. They'll continue to
Oh
win
yeah, that'd be
comps.
worse.
And it comes down to who sucks at the challenge, obviously, because those people get auto-nommed, and then everyone votes for the second nom. And then obviously, depending on who you're partnered with, that could go either good or bad.
Yeah. I think if they added teams would make it more playable. Just from our perspective.
It just comes down to how he formats it. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go on. Just saying, yeah, they need to add teams, yeah.
I guess not. You can go ahead, Born. That's all I had to say about the challenge.
Oh, okay. Now, I mean, I think the UBB game where the UBB game, right? I'd say Aiden Andre show worst season. Okay, that was bad. Soul versus Born game number 2, absolutely disaster, complete disaster. Number 3, I might change this, right? I might swap 3 and 4 because I'm going to put number 3 as the game where I'm going to put it as a joint, right? I'm going to join it with the game where Sindel ran everything and the game where me and Mike ran everything, right? Because we kind of had a similar thing, but I personally think when Sindel ran it, it was kind of a little bit more boring. Because I don't know, that's just my opinion, maybe. But I'll put it in a joint between me and I think the games where me and Sindel, when Sindel ran it with her little group, and the games where me and Mike ran everything with our little group. I'm going to put those 2 games in because even though, yeah, it was cool because we made Final 2 and we were just completely destroying everyone, it was very boring. The most of the jury found it very boring. I understand and I sympathize with that. That makes perfect sense. So I'm going to put those 2 at a joint 3rd. Then I'm going to put Final Reckoning at 4 because that was a hot mess. Just absolute disaster. And I remember the aftermath of that because people were like so upset that they started like screaming in VC. If I remember correctly, like people were really upset, like super mad at Sindel for that twist. And then I'll put this game at 5th because it was boring. Just boring. Nothing bad happened. That not like Final Reckoning, Jesus, or anything like that. But this was pretty bad. Just slow.
I think that season you were talking about Sindel running things was actually a UBB game because I remember the key moments being the random nomination of Mike, which caused him to go home. You go home relatively early. I go home early. Dark goes home early. Then Sindel is publicly saying who she's able to nominate because she's winning competitions. Obviously, she goes after Angelina a few times, but it doesn't matter. Obviously, well, but it doesn't matter on Angelina's case because she was never winning. We all hated her at that point.
Yeah.
And obviously, Sindel wins out pretty much easily against Angelina. But props to Sindel though. She managed to dominate that season, so I'll give her props for that because she's actually a good player in that game. So I can't blame her at all for having to be put in that position. It just comes
I
down
think
to
the
the
game where me
people.
and Mike controlled was also UBB as well.
I think that was that wasn't House Rules, obviously, because House Rules you guys kind of did work together as well, and you guys did have a final 2 that game as well.
Yeah. There was an Ian game where I ran with Mike's Alton Born.
Oh, the Hitman.
You said it was close to Aiden and Andre show. Oh God, which one was that? I'm trying to think.
Oh, I remember that. It's when when we didn't know that Keith was Mike, and when you got eliminated, you were making a claim that Keith and Das were friends IRL. It was when Malcolm and them played, and I ranted because Malcolm decided to nominate me, even though I was targeting Keith and Das at the time.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember what happened that game. Yeah, it was close to being Aiden and Andre show that game because it was literally just very predictable. Like I think you and Keith had a lot of power. You kind of just made a lot of the decisions, which kind of made it pretty predictable. I'm trying to remember exactly what people said though, because I remember going to jury and the jury was just like erupted. Like when I got out, the jury was like erupted because they were just like so done with this game.
Yeah, it was somewhat before that one UBB game that got deleted because I guess someone said a bad word. I think that was the one where
I think it was the
Mike
one where
won.
Yes Yes was dropping C bombs.
Yeah, that's when that happened. It was a funny game too because of what happened. Because I remember Jack getting blindsided, Potatoes Jack, not Joy
Yeah,
playing, and that whole stuff that happened too. It was when Mike finally revealed that he was Keith. It was the only thing that exists of it is the after show. So it was sometime before.
Controversial thing I'll say right now. I don't think we've ever had a bad game in Seoul. Just gonna put it out there. I don't think we've ever had a bad game in Seoul.
Let's go.
At least not bad. We may have had a boring season that was kind of predictable, but I don't think we've ever had a proper bad game in Seoul. It always seems to be UBB, EN, or Leicester. But to be fair, though, we haven't played Seoul in about 3 months. It's got to be
Well, one of these weeks we should definitely add it back as a return to Seoul. I mean, obviously I can't play next week because I'm gonna be gone. But I mean, any time you guys are available, you guys can.
I'm thinking about making the next Tribal Lines event for the title. I'm thinking of making that one Seoul.
Probably for the best, and then I guess just make your server championship games like the big one. Just make it an RS season because like I guess that sort of goes in the spirit of Survivor. But you'll need someone to host it.
I mean, I don't mind hosting the RS games. The only problem is I can't do that on stream because the votes get revealed.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
also, Lunar wanted me to ask you if since we're not playing Roblox tomorrow, we're playing a game outside of that. She wanted to know what kind of game we're playing because she said if it's Fortnite or Fall Guys, she'll be willing to play. Or she'll probably be able to play, I should say that.
She'll probably be, okay. So it's probably going to be either Fortnite, Fall Guys. I'm trying to think what other games we've got. Fortnite, Fall Guys. I think Destiny 2 is free, but I'm not sure.
Destiny 2 is free to play on console, as far as I know, at least.
Okay, so we have got that as well. Obviously, we've got Jackbox. If it's Jackbox, just tick the box for 18 plus because that's getting taken down if we don't. But I mean, everyone can still join and thing, but the stream will be put 18 plus after. That's the only problem with Jackbox. Still like Jackbox though. I think it's really good. And I think Fibbage is probably one of my favorite things to do on it because it's just everyone just makes me laugh continuously. Like I've got into serious laughing fits. So we could do Jackbox. So I think it's going to be between Fortnite, COD, Fall Guys. What was the other one? Fortnite, COD, Fall Guys, Jackbox, or Destiny 2. I will put all of those up 15 minutes before we start the stream, and then whichever wins wins. I should probably let you guys know what my Epic Games user is as well. I will put that in announcements tonight so you can friend me. If it is Fortnite, of course. I will do the same for Blizzard if it's sorry, not Blizzard, Battle.net. If it is COD, I don't think many people have COD though. At least not Cold War, as far as I know. I'm not sure who has.
Yeah, I only own Modern Warfare 2 as of recently. I haven't bought a COD game since 2019.
Mm. And I
The
bet
only thing I know is free to play is Warzone for Call of Duty. So if we do play that, that's technically what we can only play.
Yeah, and Warzone is very demanding, especially for some people. Like some people can't play it, which I understand because it's a very demanding thing. It's even more
I
demanding than
will.
Fortnite.
That's true. I will ask this if we do play some. Oh, Daz asked if you had Minecraft.
I do. Well, I used to, but I don't have it now. I'd have to buy it again and set up a server. I'm not doing the
Oh,
Xbox Realms thing because that was boring. I'd probably just do it like the Java version and then create a custom server there.
yeah, I was gonna say if you what's it called? If you have Game Pass, because this is how I got it. I just basically installed it on my PC because Game Pass Ultimate just gives you Game Pass on PC apparently. And
Oh
yes,
yeah,
I do agree, Java's better.
yeah,
And the
Java's good.
question I was gonna. Oh, sorry.
No, it's just saying Java's better.
I was gonna ask if we do somehow plan to playing Fortnite or Fall Guys, how are we gonna do that? Because in Fortnite, I assume we're just gonna do a squads or a creative map. I'm not sure. And in Fall Guys, I haven't played that in a while, so I don't know how it works with large groups. I assume it's only squads as well, but I assume people who aren't in the squad can still join in since of how the server is. But I'm not sure how that works.
I think you
Assuming we
can.
get a lot of people.
I think you can join a server as long as you're friends with that person. You may not be in their game, but I think you can join their game as long as you're a friend with them. That's my understanding of it. Again, obviously, the squads will be limited to 4, and I'm pretty sure Fortnite and Fall Guys is the same. 4 is the limit for squads. There's no more than that. So if we can't get it where people can just, if we can't get it where people just, what's it called? Can join the game without being in the squad. We'll rotate it every game. That way we can get 3 new people in every single game. Each game will roughly last about 15 to 20 minutes. I've never had it go over that. So we'll get a few games in depending if we do Fortnite or Fall Guys or whatever. It's probably going to be one of those two, let's face it. No one's going to pick COD. That's understandable. No one's going to pick Destiny 2 because they probably won't play that. That's understandable. So it's probably going to be between those two. So if we do those, we'll rotate and we'll pick 3 people and myself, and then we'll play a game. And then if we get eliminated, we put 3 other people in, and then vice versa. I'll probably put all the names on a wheel, spin the wheel 3 times, then put those 3 people in the game or invite those 3 people. And then we'll spin the wheel 3 more times after, and then just rotate people like that.
Okay. Also, Daz one. Well, Daz. Okay, I'll start with Daz first. He said, well, I guess you already answered this question because you said, "What will you do if the games are short?" Lunar asked, said that you can make a custom game for Fall Guys, like how you can make custom servers. You can do the same for Fortnite as well. Like if you have a custom, I don't know how to do it. They have something like a matchmaking key that you can basically post, and then that person can type that in and then join that server. I think Fall Guys has the same thing where you can just make private lobbies or something. So if you want to do it like
That's
that, we
interesting to
can.
know. Yeah, we could do that
You don't
then,
wanna
and just push the match key, and then people can just join. Obviously, we can still rotate if people want to be in the squad. That's understandable. You want to be in the squad, that's completely fine. We can still rotate that. But if there's a matchmaking thing we can do in Fall Guys and Fortnite, I will definitely look into that because that'd be a lot better. Just giving everybody the key, and then if people want to rotate, then that's fine.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's how they do it, especially when you watch like, oh, I hosted a 100 player so and so tournament in Fortnite, and then obviously if you want to have those servers, you have to get a key and then which is pretty much free. I think. I don't think it's pretty much a hassle getting those. And then just send it to everybody, and then they type it in, and then they queue up for the lobby, and then that's how it starts.
Yeah, I'll do a bit of research into it. I'm not too sure. My original plan was just to rotate between the 4 people in squads, but if there's this matchmaking system, then obviously I can look into that as well.
Yeah. Ultimately, it depends on how many people we get.
My plan is obviously obviously we'll start off with a bit of Fall Guys or Fortnite because I think those two are going to win, and then we'll do the other maybe if there's time, and then I may just close out the stream with a bit of COD and just do that, maybe just close it out maybe or something like that.
Das is asking, what if we don't get enough people?
That shouldn't be a problem.
That's true, especially if we're streaming that. I mean, I'd say Devin and Leo are probably sure bets because they seem pretty enthusiastic about playing in your games. I'll probably be available tomorrow. I mean, it depends on how quickly I get back from what I have to do, but I think I should be back in time for the stream to start. I can't.
We only
vouch
really
for-
need 4. Four's
Yeah, we only
already-
really need
well,
like
we
4
only need
people.
3 really.
Oh yeah, 3.
So I don't think that'll
I
be.
think we should. Yeah. I think we should be fine though. Especially since it's going to be your first time doing a new game that's not Roblox.
Yeah, you
In a
can't-
while
Yeah, I
outside
know.
of-
Like honestly, I've been wanting to do that for a long time. Just something different. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get a new system, just so I could do other stuff. And obviously, we can open the door for other games, like maybe I don't know, maybe like let's plays or things like that. I don't know. There's possibilities there. I haven't thought this far ahead yet, but obviously, my first thing is tomorrow doing different games on stream, and then we can decide if we want to do like I don't know, like a let's play or something like on a Friday maybe, or just like a I don't know, like a casual stream, something like that on a Friday where we just like play. Or I just like play one of these story-based games for a bit, and then Saturday, Sunday will be the 2 mainstream games. We'll talk about that because there's games, there's things that people, want to see, and there's things that people don't want to see. So obviously, we'll push the idea. My plan was to play through one of the Persona games again. Now, I've already played Persona 5 Royale, 100%ed it. I'm sort of in between Persona 4. I'm like a little bit into it, like not a lot. I think I'm up to like the 3rd dungeon on that. So we could do a full playthrough of Persona 5 Royale or Persona 4 Golden because those are both included on Game Pass because I have Game Pass Ultimate. So I can get both of those if people want to see that. Those are the ideas, though. If there's any other games that people want to see, obviously, if they're on Game Pass, great, because it's no problem for me. I can just install them.
Okay. Lunar asked if the stream is gonna start at the same time as it normally does.
Oh yeah, streams same time as normal. The only difference is we'll be doing different games, which will be Fortnite or Fall Guys or Jackbox. I think those are going to be the 3. I might be surprised though if people actually vote COD. I will be generally surprised. But don't worry, we will still do Fortnite or Fall Guys or something. I'm pretty sure we will do something like that. I'm pretty sure those will win. To be fair, I don't think anyone's going to vote COD. Be surprised if they do, but could see it.
Well, you'd have to mute your mic because of the lobbies, honestly.
Oh yeah, my mic's already muted. My voice is already muted and mic's muted already on COD.
That's fair. And Daz wants to play Persona, I guess, when you get the chance. With
Daz is really hyped for Persona.
I guess so. I have Persona, I just haven't played it in forever.
Has anybody? All right, I'm just curious. Has anybody actually played through Persona 5 Royale? Is it just all Persona 5?
I have not. I've only gotten to the first dungeon, then forgot about it because I tried to. I guess I just tried to grind it out, like just farm XP and stuff like that. Then I got bored and stopped playing.
Would people like to see? The only problem is if we do Persona 5, I already know everything that's going to happen. I won't spoil it by any means, but I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't mind playing Persona 5 again because it was that good. I wouldn't mind doing it again. Persona 4, I'm sort of halfway through playing, so I know what happens roughly. There are some things that may catch me off guard or be surprising. But if you're looking for a more of a second playthrough, then Persona 5 is the one you want. I'll be honest though, I wouldn't mind doing it again though, because Persona 5 was really good. I will say though, if we are going to start a Let's Play of Persona 5, you better strap in, because that game is 120 hours long, folks. That's how actually, no, actually, I lied. My last save file was about 139 hours. That's how long it took me. And that's not including the bonus stuff you can do for Royale, because it's a secret palace you can do in Royale. But if people want to see that, I don't mind doing it. It's honestly, we'd probably do that on a Friday. What's the point of flying to Persona 5 but not make Season 8? Well, I'm going to start working on that. I was limited to working on Season 8 before because I couldn't do anything on my hardware. So I might be able to push stuff out for Season 8. We'll look into that. I still need to move everything over from my old PC. I'm still in the process of switching everything over. I've recently installed the video editing.
I was gonna say you could probably do a Mortal Kombat 1 Let's Play when that comes out.
Oh, yeah, is that like the rebooted one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. That might be a little violent for stream, though. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably have to censor a lot of things, especially like the executions. I don't know why I talked about school for a reason.
Yeah, the fatalities and all that. Yeah, we don't need to see that. But yeah, we could do that. I mean, I'm up to anything. Even if we wanted to do if we really wanted to do Rocket League or anything like that. Just like, I know that game's quite big now, Rocket League, so we could do that. But yeah.
Play too as well, so that's also a good thing.
We'll see what people want. If people want a Let's Play, we can do a Let's Play. I will say that if we're doing a Let's Play on Persona 5, it will have to. If we're doing a Let's Play of any game, it will have to be on the Friday, and probably 8 p.m. on a Friday. It will have to be. And I don't know if it'd be a stream. It'd probably be a stream, I imagine. Rather than recording everything and just doing one thing, I'd rather do it like a stream. That way you can sort of react with me. If people would prefer that. We'll see. It's just ideas. Just ideas. I wouldn't mind doing Persona 5 again, actually, because it's really good. And I always say this to everyone that hasn't played Persona 5. Play it. Just play it, please. It's really good. The first dungeon's boring, right? I understand, right? I understand, right? The first dungeon is boring. It can be boring. But when you get to Kamoshida and when you get to the boss, oh my god, it's raining. I've got to go. It's just like rain's coming everywhere. Oh my god.
Just close the window.
Sorry about that. I had my window open. It was rain was just pouring all over the rug. That was crazy. But yeah, for anyone that hasn't played Persona 5, I get the first palace is boring. I understand. After that, though, it really picks up. It really picks up. And there's like a crap ton of anime scenes in there. And like every time an anime scene comes on, it's good. It's really good. There's one scene that might be a little bit violent. I don't want to say when it is. There's one scene in the game that's quite violent. For people that have talked about Persona, people that have played Persona 5, you might know what I'm talking about. That specific scene.
The school one?
Oh no. No, you won't know. We're talking way later in the game. We're talking towards the end of the game. We're talking about 100 hours in.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a scene right before the end of the game where it gets like really violent. And it's like before you hit the final palace, before you like almost beat the game, it gets pretty violent towards the end. But if you've never played Persona 5 before and you want to see me do it, let me know. If you want to see Persona 4, you've never played Persona 4, you want to see me do it, let me know. I'm totally cool to do that. We will do the Let's Plays on the Friday, though. It will have to be Friday, unless people want it to take over a Sunday stream, which I don't think they will want them to do. But again, it's all up to you guys. Let me know what you think. Put your some ideas in the comments if you want to do that. If you want to put in the suggestions in Discord, let me know. Or just DM me if you have any ideas. If you're happy with the idea of Let's Plays, let me know. We can do that. Obviously, the stream tomorrow will be a bit of a different thing. It's going to be the first time we've done anything like this before, so it might be bad. It might go to pot. I hope it doesn't, but we'll see what we can do. I'm going to go and research these keys that people are talking about because that would be pretty good. I'm assuming though, if these are these private keys, does this also allow everybody in? Because we won't have enough for 100 people. We're not getting 100 people.
It will allow, I think it will allow as many people as you need it to be. I've seen private servers where there wasn't a lot of people, but I honestly, it's been a while, so I don't really know. Lunar has one final question. She says, is Born really British or is he faking it because I thought Britain was fake?
What? What does that even mean?
She doesn't know if you're British because she thought Great Britain wasn't real. Like
Yeah,
kind of
and you
how
don't
Italy isn't
sound
real.
British as well.
No, I am British. I am British. I live in the UK. You know I live in the UK because it's constantly raining over here. And you guys have sun all the time. And we just have rain. It is not raining. And it's like always 17 degrees. It's never a day where it goes over like 25 or something like that. Unless it's a heat wave. And then it goes over. But no, it's very cold. It's like living in probably, I'll be honest with you, it's like San Francisco, because I went to San Francisco when I went to the big USA trip earlier this year, when I did my big USA trip. And San Francisco was freezing. So it's like living in San Francisco all the time, but you can never get away from it unless you move to like London.
Okay, one final thing from Lunar. She says for private servers in both games, so Fortnite and Fall Guys, she thinks that you need at least 10 people to start. So you don't necessarily need 100. But
Okay.
obviously, yeah, you just figure that out. And I meant code, not key. I'm sorry.
Okay. We will look into that. I mean, if worst comes to the worst and we don't even get the minimum of 10 people, we'll just do squads and rotate. Which is fine. We can just do that. And also, I hope I don't choke on stream because I really don't want to choke on stream. Although I was playing with Leo and I didn't choke too bad, so I might fail in
Yeah, I
Fall
was
Guys
watching
though.
that final three. Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I was gonna say I was watching that final three with you, Leo, and that one guy.
Yeah.
But props to you guys for making it that far, though.
Pardon?
I said props to you guys for making it to the end like that, though, especially since it was, I assume, your first game, because I wasn't there at that time to see it.
I think that was our second game that we played. It's not the first time I played Fortnite though. I've played it a lot with my other friend. We've grinded it out quite a lot. So we constantly make top 5 quite a lot. Occasionally we have games where we choke and we don't even get to like past 20, or really, really bad games where we got 49th. We're doing duos, by the way. So obviously the worst you can get is 49th or 50th. So yeah. But obviously it'll be different because with it being squads, that means that they're all going to be squads, which means we have to take them all out together as well. Because we only normally play duos or trios where there's only like 2 teams. But with them being squads, that means we have to take out every single one of that team or they'll just reboot. So it's going to be intense, but I hope everyone's going to be ready for it. But we'll give it a go. If it don't work, it don't work. I know Aussie is Top Scotty Gaming. He has Fortnite and he's pretty good. So if he wants to do that, then he can. Obviously, people on this server can do it. You have to DM me. Obviously, we'll go through all of that tomorrow. But for 4 of that, we'll do a vote. We'll do a vote and we'll go through there. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Have a good night. And
Good night.
I'm going to check the codes out.